done there. Double pressed the button, I did. Wait a minute, I'll just put my bucket away. Oh dear. I might pick that up too whilst I'm here. Oh. Well, I've found when I get to my age, if you bend down to pick something up, just have a look around and make sure there's nothing else you can pick up at the same time. Oh, there you go. Good morning, good afternoon, good day, good evening, whatever. I'm Steve Hay, this is Woodworking Masterclass. Welcome to my workshop. This is day 31 of the lockdown streams. Oh, I hope you're all going well. I got a message the other day from somebody, and I replied to them and said, it is just like a blur to me. Oh, collar stuck, there you go. Just one day it goes into the other. But it doesn't matter, we're getting there. Not only that, Sue's getting stuff made for the house, so she's happy. Good chance she won't be in today. She had to go somewhere with young Anthony. So we might see if we can soldier on without her. Who have we got? Who's in the house? Ray, good morning. Prunella, are you home, dear? Are you back home? I hope so. Good morning, David. Good morning, Paul. Good morning, Andy, woodwork learner. Oh, Trevor. G'day, Steve and fellow. I like that when you put up about we're in, I think it was you, Trev, that put up, we're in lockdown to flatten the curve, not fatten the curves. Is Sheila going for a refrigerator? I think that was clever. Good morning, Brian. I'm back home, in your kingdom. Well, your highness, you reign supreme. So there you go. You got two kingdoms. You've got what did they call that one? It was other life or something or other. So that's it. You have, what's that sitting on? Oh, a knife. I was wondering. You have two kingdoms. You can rule over us on the internet and you can rule at home. Ah, dear. Dave, good morning. Good morning, Dave. Welcome to the chat room. Who else have we got? Everett from Adelaide. Well, how's it down there in windy, blowy, sunny, beautiful, rainy Adelaide? It's a great place. I haven't been down there for years. But what's that chocolate shop in the main? Is it Hagen's Chocolates or something? Oh, dead set, lovely chocolates. Where did we stay? We stayed at the Mercure, I think. It was up the road from the casino. A very nice place. And good morning, John. I jumped the heap then, didn't I? Morning, Devon. Morning, John. How many with you today? G'day, Mike. How are you? Good morning, Louise and Andrew and Isabel. I think Susie's posting your thing off today. How come I'm standing there but I'm not there? That's there and I'm here. I think I must have moved the bench. So if I do, I've got to pull the bench down a bit. Wait a minute. It's all that planing I've been doing of. That's better. I've been moving the bench. Like that. So I got busy yesterday, made the doors up for the cabinet. I'm still going through. Steve stays away for the next 2 hours. You might be able to stream a little longer. Oh, I don't know. She doesn't watch the streams. You never know. We'll see how we go. Ray. Lucas, good morning. John, very bad day, but happy mask, guys. Oh, there you go. Happy mask. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Okay. There's what's the thing? Something about a clown with a frown on the inside. There you go. Mate, you got to put on a happy face to the world. You do, because then you end up conning yourself and your mood starts to lift. It's a tough call, I realise though, John. Did you put that other cheesecake up too? The Anzac cheesecake with golden slurp on it? Oh, yes. Wolfie, g'day. Stephen, good morning. You were right, you know, it was raining down at Boone and it was raining here. I've got my tent set up out there. I've been trying to air it, and every time I go to take it down, it rains. I'm looking forward to going out bush and using it too. Oh, I'm champing at the bit. Today was going to be a maintenance day. Just to clean up clamps and sharpen some tools and what have you, but then I made these doors last night and I thought, no, I'm all enthused, we'll do the doors. So we'll get on to that bit. Second life, that's the thing, second life. What's an abomination of a game that it sucks the life out of people? Oh, okay. I don't know, mate. I've never played it. I got enough trouble in this life. What would I want a second one for? Give me a break. Good morning, Stephen. All watching. Well, good morning. Back to you. Andy, sorry I missed using the saw again. Yes, mate. I'm never using that one again. That's to cut my water pipe and plasterboards. And if this keeps up, I said to Sue, I'm going to build her a new sewing room. What? Another sewing room. I said, if this keeps up for another 30 days, I'm going to actually stream me building a room. We'll throw up stud walls and gyprock and do some plastering and some painting, and better not do the ceiling because you're not allowed to swear on YouTube, and ceilings have that effect on me. Well, there you go. I've never been on a tram in Adelaide. I've been on trams in Melbourne, and did I go on trams in Perth? Do they still have trams in Perth? I'm pretty sure last time I was in Perth, which was a long time ago, they had trams. Good morning, Jacob. 27. Awesome stuff. You're going to have so much work to do, you'll have to quit your full-time job. What else can I do that you think the doctors and nurses might like? Oh dear, oh dear. Well, that's good. That's good, Prunella. Ed Black, hello from Buckeye Woodworker in Ohio. I tell you what, I don't mind the Buckeye burl if I can. It's a bit soft, but gee, it's pretty. So welcome to the workshop again. Hags, that's it, chocolate corn on... Yes, Everick, love it. And, oh, that's nice. Thanks, Louise. No, I haven't been down to Perth for decades. Last time I was in Perth was... Gee whiz, I'm thinking. I reckon it was... 77? 76, 77 was the last time I was there. It was fun. Out at Swanbourne Barracks, that's it. And then we all chortled up to little asbestos town the Lang Hancock used to have called Whitnum, and we spent a couple of months up there shooting stuff up. Yeah, it was good. Oh dear. One of the front line dogs, oh no. That's it. Prayers are with you and your staff and him, John, and his family. Good morning, Eric. This last one was making chess pieces out of wood or out of what do you call that stuff? Epoxy, plastics, or what? Interested to know. The kids love the accent. Reggie Didge, no, Bullamakanka, mate, fair dinkum, right up and down. I wouldn't lead you astray. No way in the world, Docker. Or would they prefer, oh, I haven't got it anymore. Oh, no. I was going to do that's not a knife. I used to do it with a chisel. Oh, I can do that later on. I'll do it tomorrow. Mick, he's got a knife. That's not a knife. That's a knife. And where is it? It's up in the... up in the house. I'll bring it back later on. Oh dear. Oh, yes. Poor man, Brazilian cherry and zebra wood. Yo. Now, zebra wood, is that what we call zebrano? Looks very much like black bean, but smells disgusting. All right. What I'm going to do, I'm going to go through some books first that really helped me. I shot these up last night and finished them so they're all nice and flat and lovely and clean. Got a bit of a gap there, which is a bit of a pity, but the other joints, they're nice and tight. They're all mortise and tenon. There's so many ways you can do doors, but I just did a mortise and tenon job. And when you're doing doors, if you're putting mortise and tenon in, make sure you leave a horn on them. That's this bit here. If not, what happens is when you banging your tenons out, or banging them out, cutting them out with a chisel, there's no meat here, and there's every chance you're going to split. In fact, that one did split on the corner, but I ended up fixing it. Let me just get that gooby off. Oh, dearie dear. There we go. Yeah, so you leave that on, so that's a horn, and you cut that off when you go to fit the door, so top and bottom. And there, see, mistakes in real time. There I was sort of thinking of something else when I was routing, and it bounced and gave me a little chip there. But seeing these are going to be stained, I'm not that perturbed about it. So what I want to do is we'll route in glazing rebate around here. I'll do it with the router and then we'll cut the corners out with the chisel. I'm thinking about putting glazing bars in, crossbars, but I don't know what at the moment. And then the other thing that I will do is put a dust cover on them. Any doors you put together, they always have a gap in front. You can't, well you can. You can't, hang on, you can but you can't. All right, I'll say that again. You can, but you've got to do something different. Have doors that meet like that. Well, yeah, that's better. But what happens is you can't open and close them if they're square, because when they're like that, you've got this corner here will lock and you won't be able to open your door. The only way you can do it really is you pull them both out together and then you push them in together like that, but that creates its own set of problems. So what I'm going to do with this lot is once I've got it fitted, I'm going to put a dust cover strip on it. It's going to be very similar to a cock bead. I really haven't worked out how I'm going to do it yet, so you'll be part of the thinking process as I go around that to try and work it out. Because by the time I put hinges and everything on it, that's going to be too tight, which is fine. And then I'm going to put a cock bead on this door here, which will cover the gap, sort of like that. And then you can open this door and open that door and away you go. But that's something I've got to work on, because I've got a few theories, but I just haven't exactly worked out how I'm going to do it yet. There we go. All right. But first, before we do that, and I'm going to cut the glass as well. And I've got a repair job here that's been here for a long time, and I've got to get a new piece of glass and put in there, and then we've got some quad bars to put around there. Whether or not I get the whole lot done, I don't know, but I'll at least get the glass cut, which will be good. And no, I didn't carve that. That was done with a laser. But very nice. Okay. Books. Let's have a look at some books. Depending what you want to do, I have quite an extensive library, and what I thought I would do, as we do different topics or different areas, or if you like, word for the day, genres, different genres in woodworking, I will bring down books pertaining to that particular discipline and share those with you. There's some hinges. So when we do marquetry, I'll bring down some marquetry books, which really are very, very good. When we do box making, I'll bring down some box making books. If we get into carving, I'll bring down some carving books. If we get into finishes, I'll bring down some finishing books. Because being primarily self-taught, I had to work a lot of this stuff out myself, which is a good way to learn. It's a long way to learn, but I reckon it's a good way. I'll just dip down here because I'm looking for, oh, that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for me dog. Oh, not Bob. Gee, that's a long way down. That dog there and that dog, because they live under me bench, and when I hammer and carry on, they fall out sometimes. So there we go, I got them. It's all good. So seeing we're doing general woodwork, I thought I would bring the general woodworking books down, and then some period stuff, which I meant to go and get some other ones, but I forgot. This is enough to keep you going. Depending how you want to go, I don't have many books on using machines because my real love is hand tools. Yes, I do use machines, but I wanted to learn how to hand tools. I suppose machines are fairly self-explanatory. This one was an absolute pearler, and if you want to get into whatever you may call it, the old 100-year, 150-year-old way of doing things, this is a brilliant book. It's got how to set up Stanley planes, how to set up, not Stanley, yeah, the combination planes. I'm just trying to find, ooh. I was obviously, there you go, free plug. Louise, I must have been reading this waiting for you. What am I doing there? I have no idea. Anyway, yeah, I mean, check the illustrations out. There's one up here that the dude's got a suit and tie on, and he's in a workshop. Where is it? Here we go. There you go. Now that's how you do woodworking. You've got to have a shirt and tie, and then you can get into it. If you're rough like me, laid back, no, apparently it's reflected in your work. But yeah, it's got all about the old Matheson planes, all the old joints, different ways of finishing, making your own tools. What else? Okay, there's, who said they had a 55? Where we go? There's a 55. Not that. How to set them up, what they're used for, and all the different joints you can do. And it explains it far better than the other book that you get with the manual. There's a great little essay there on cutting half-lap dovetails. Got some great ideas. Okay, so that's that one. I don't know if it's still in print. This was... That came out in 1980, but it's obviously a copy of another book from the early 1900s. Next one, if you want to catch up on joinery and everything, here we go. I've got to... Kraken, good morning. No, I'll be using it today. I've got stuff I want to try. Reginald, good morning. How did the paper towel rack come? Oh, it's still over there. I haven't taken it up yet. When we go up, I'll show it to you. Did you miss it? Only we had a problem with the paper towel. It fell from together. There you go. That's it. Quite easy, simple. We've got to clean all that off. Trying to see the repairs we did on the back. They've come up quite good, so you can't see those. But yeah, that'll just go up in a wood turning shed, which you'll see when we start doing split streams. Yeah. Oh, you don't take long to get on board, Andy. Woodwork, routers, medics. Oh dear. Yeah, isn't it? Real classy. Wear a shirt and tie. I don't even wear one of those when I go out now. Yeah, look, they're a great plane. Oh, which one you got? You mean the big one like that or the 55? Whoops, oh, that fell down. Okay. What there did up in my... But yeah, if it measures, it measures. This is another one, actually. Terry Gordon from H&T Gordon put me onto this. It's more, no, it's not millwork, but it's just cabinetry joints and how they use, so there's a beautiful one here. I mean, look at the machines. They're classy machines. I love them. They're just the best machines. You wouldn't move them in an earthquake. I'm trying to find this bank counter. It's how to, where your logs come from, how to strip them out and all that sort of stuff. How to make different mouldings. Well, there you go. There's one of my business cards. There you go. I'm looking for this. And it's a lot to do with architecture and shop fit outs. That's one of my favourite. Is that? No, it wasn't. I thought it was. No, it must have been a different one. Oh, these church pews, which I absolutely love. Haven't done a lot of cathedral work. I'm looking for this bank counter. It's got how to... Hey, there's the thought. Look up in the index. This one hasn't had much use, as you can tell. Bank. Bank and office fittings. Here we go. Page 247. Is that it? Yeah, I love it. There's all your panel work. There's your flip top opening counter so that people can move in and out and all the set out, all the dimensions. Great book. That is still available. There's Modern Practical Joinery by George Ellis. Originally 1902 maybe. Yep, there you go. First published, oh geez, I'm good. First published 1902, and this reprint was 2006. This was the first book. It was in soft cover. This is a hardback I bought many years later. You can see how old it is by the colour of that. And it was great. It's an Australian book that came out, but the one thing the designs are very 1970-ish. Let's go there. But the thing that I love about this is it gives you all the heights for tables and what have you. How much distance you've got to have between people when they're sitting down. Heights for shelves. And it just really breaks it down so well. And then it's got sort of generic distances for chairs, the angles, the heights, tables, wardrobes, cabinets. So yeah, that's a great book. The projects in it, I feel, are definitely outdated and a little bit on the lame side. But that was a good one. This one, obviously, I have used for a long time. It's called the Home Cabinet Maker, Popular Science, and it was printed in 1987. There you go. So I don't know if that is still available, but it is brilliant. It's got so many good things in it, all about different carvings and glass work, fixing dents, how to do finishes, measuring. I love the old tools, the old Black & Deckers. So yeah, how to make jigs up, how to do fluted tapered legs, how to use table saws. That is a really, really good one. The Home Cabinet Maker. This one is equally as good, and I know it's available, Illustrated Cabinet Maker, and it doesn't have projects per se. Well, they are projects, but it's more, for me, the interest of different types of constructions that you can do, and then you get ideas from them. And that basically is a Gothic stretcher, but then they use it also as a shaker stretcher, and oh, there's a better picture of it there. I haven't made one yet, but that's something I will do down the track. And you've got table buttons in there, shows you how to make those. Expanding card table, which is a folding table and has a cripple leg at the back that dummies up. This folds over, so it's actually a half table. Well, there's a picture of it there. It's a half table, then you open the flap up, and then this leg here pivots backwards, so it gives support to the back. Bit like a Pembroke table, only with a leg on the end of the hinge. So that's got some great joint explanations, all these different types of tenons you can have, different ways of doing. Oh, there you go, glazing bars, which I'm going to have a crack at today. I'm not going to be as articulate as those, but if you're just kicking off and you just want to get used to terminologies and how things work, sliding dovetail, single sliding, as I said the other day, a double sliding dovetail like that is generally done with a router, whereas they call it a half dovetail is generally if you're doing handwork and you're only going to cut one. They're done on table saws if you don't have a spindle moulder. But yeah, it's another very good one. Illustrated cabinet making. If you want to get into other stuff, start looking around. This one, well, it's 1977 or something or other. No, 1984. I've got this one in 1978. I've got this one in hardback as well as soft cover. The soft cover one I've had for years, and I found this on the internet, on eBay. It's an ex-library book, and cost me $10. But again, it's good. Let's have a look. What are we making here? Okay, there's a 17th century book press, or a bookcase, and it shows you step by step how to make it. And then at the back of each project, it's got a cutting list of what you need. How wide, how thick, how long. done a couple of chairs, a couple of jobs out of here. That's going to be like the bonbon table when we finish it, but it won't have a swivel top on it like that, which drops. So it can be put up against the wall and the table part actually falls backwards, like a table chair. Yeah, so that's another good one. That's Constructions of Period Furniture by VJ Taylor. He's got some great books out. I love his antique book. Then this one, someone gave me this one in 1991. And again, it's a great, you can see the brown marks on it, a great reference for, it doesn't show you how to build it, but it goes through all the different styles. So you got Hepplewhite style, Chippendale, well, there you go, Chippendale, what's it, Brothers Adams, Hepplewhite, French styles, Louis XIV, Louis XV, and then I think we go into, Duncan Fife, and just gives dimensions. So you can then look at something. In fact, I don't know if it'll open at it. It was a Victorian tea cabinet. There was a competition once. William and Mary, to be after William and Mary, wouldn't it? Queen Anne, there we go. That's it. I built that cabinet there out of Jarrah. And what it was, we had a competition. This is when I was with Jeff Hanna, amongst the students, to come up with a tray. We had to make a tray. So what I did, I made that cabinet with the tray that fitted on the top. And I don't know if you can see that, but it actually does have a little tray on the top. So that was out of Jarrah. So that's an excellent book. Here's another one that the same guy. And again, I don't like the designs in here, but I think it's ugly, that handkerchief table. Yeah. But it just gives you ideas to look at. These sort of look as if, to me, they were made in the 50s. Very detailed drawings in the back, if you want to actually faithfully copy. That's something I do want to make. I want to make a Philadelphia tall boy. So, yeah, that's excellent. The other thing which are really good are antique books. If you get Miller's, what's going on here? Miller's Antiques, they bring out a catalogue. And it's got all antiques, from crockery to tins to clothing to artwork to plasterwork. But they do have sections of furniture. And just looking, you get ideas. This was the book I ordered the other day, so I can't comment on it yet because I only got it this morning. And it's Arts and Craft from Classic to Contemporary Furniture by Kevin Rondell and Jonathan Binzid? Don't know. I've met Kevin, did a course with him at Richard Vaughan's several years ago. So I'm looking forward to, I mean, that looks like Frank Lloyd White's stuff. It is. There you go. Jeez, I'm good. And again, this cabinet I'm making to go on the wall, it sparked my interest in arts and craft. That to me is bordering on Art Nouveau, which was the period before arts and crafts, developed in France and sort of came across. It's got a lot more style and finesse to it than arts and craft, but arts and craft, it's starting to grow on me. It's chunky, it's lighter than Gothic, it's I mean, that's very, very basic. It's very square. The majority of it was in American oak or white oak, and the big names that come to my mind in America was Green and Green and Gustav someone or other, and then you had in England there was William Morris. Around the Cotswold areas there was other people. So they're the books that sort of inspire me furniture-wise, and these two were the two that kicked me off all those years ago. So I don't know if that helps or if it was interesting, but there you go. So I'll put those to one side. And, whilst I'm over there, I'll see if I can find a router bit so I can router the glass inlay. Oh, look at that, I found one. I think that might do. It's not very sharp, Mildred. But I think that will do. And the other thing I'm looking for is a beading bit that I thought I had, but maybe I thought wrong. I have done that in the past. No, is that it? No. Oh, that's going to put a cat amongst the pigeons. Ah, that's the one I'm looking for. Oh, it's a bit small. It's not what I wanted. I'll show you in a minute what I'm talking about. That one's nice. I'll have that one. Geez, well, I must have broken a few because I did have several of these. I know you can't see what I'm talking about, but I'll be there in a tick, I promise you. Oh, that's if I can stand up. Oh, crumbs. Whoa. Yeah, I might have to. Oh. No, I can do it another way. I prefer not to. But we'll have a look, see. This might get us out of the soup. Don't know. Yes, I just want to cut. Oh, that's a better one. I think we'll. No, I think it's going to be the one I need. This is what I want to make the cover strip with, but we've used this one before. Ah! Oh, there we go. I'm just thinking that's going to be too small. No, I reckon that'll. No, that'll do. All right, we'll have a crack with that. I'll work out how I'm going to make that. This one, was that you, Wesley, just snuck in? G'day, mate. G'day, Wes. G'day, Angie. What have we got? Oh, that was good of you. Thanks, Ray, for putting those up. Oh, no, I don't know. They're not that dear. You won't tell I bring the marquetry ones down there. $300, $400, some of those books. Now, what? I was up to John. The kids are now having a competition to see who is closest to you. Well, I don't know. In what way? Oh. Yeah. Cracking, cut dovetails while wearing coattails. Yeah, wearing a top hat. I think I've actually got. There's some Sloyd books I've got, and it's got kids wearing boaters, shirt, tie, shorts, socks, long socks and shoes, and they've got boaters on, and they're in the workshop like that. Yep. So I'm pleased. I'm pleased. Where are we? Shane Steve doesn't have a hardcover version. He could sell it on eBay. Of which one? He could sell it on eBay. Which one's the one that's got the price tag? I'll find that one out. No, you shouldn't have a plain budget. You should just have open account for planes. Oh, g'day. How are you, mate? The split spine and poor. Yeah, but you can tell it got used a lot. I'm still going through all this. I'll catch up with you in a minute. Wes has snuck in. Earl snuck in. It's all right. Oh, we've got all the Coles funny picture books. We bought all the kids for those when they were growing up. They're good. Oh dear. I love using a router just because I have to. Lindsay, g'day, how are you? Welcome to the madness. Oh, thanks, Wes. Love you too, bro. Oh dear. Oh, they closest. Well, don't worry about it, mate. You'll be right. Just go down there and knock on that Sheila's door and give it to her. You just tell her straight. Don't take any bullamacanker from her. That'll give them something to work on. Hi, Jeff. How are you? I reckon I could do a Paul Hogan better than Paul Hogan. Oh, you're deeply hurt. I'm Trevor. This one, Steve. All right, give me a look-see. I've got to see which one. Hey, that one? $14 in paperback. That's good value. Oh, they do go a bit silly with prices. They're not worth what they say. Oh, give me the chat room back up. Why doesn't that? I think I need a new mouse. This one's full of rubbish. Murray, good morning to you, mate. What was the other one that came out before that? Men are from Mars and women are from Venus. That's it. Hopefully I will have more time to join the fun. Well, that's good, Jeff. Thanks for dropping in anyway. What am I going to do? I'm going to, first of all, I want to route out. Do I want to? Yeah, I better. Give the kids something to think about. What? If you want to take up woodwork, you've got to learn how to use a router properly. Oh, hang on. Make sure. Do it on the other side of the door. Here's a little thing, a little nuance that is worth considering. When you're throwing doors together, don't just throw the doors together. See if somehow or other you can match them up. And I'll show you what I did with this. And this can make or break a cabinet. It really can. What I've done on the top is this is out of one bit of wood, but instead of having it just one bit of wood going through, I flipped it. So the grain of this timber is going up towards that, and the other side is going up towards that. And on the bottom, that's going up, and this is a bit hairy because part of it's going up, but part of it's going away. So I don't think we can do. Oh, hang on, we can turn it over. There you go. We can do that if we want. So that goes up to meet that. That goes up to meet that, and then that one's wrong. No, come back this way. Do it. So you've got this flow of timber grain, and it sort of brings it together, brings the eye in. It's very subtle. People don't really notice it, but you know it's there. I'm a bit disappointed with these two styles here. I would have liked to have a better match on them, but I couldn't, and that's just the way it goes. What are we looking at? Left and right. There you go. But yeah, just give a bit of thought when you're putting a door together or a frame and say, well, what goes? This bit here, I'm a bit ticked off with that. I can fill that, and these are going to be stained, so I'd most likely get away with it. The other option is I can flip it that way. Okay, what happens if I flip it that way and do that? Are we going to be in the same predicament? No, I've got a little hole up there, so I don't want that. So I'll keep it this way, but I want this grain at the top to come together. So, all right, a bit of mark which is front and which is back so I don't round out the wrong bit. So we'll do that. Once you put the grooves in, then you know which is front and which is back. Let's make sure they don't rock. Oh, I'm looking at that. No, I think that's going to have to be like that. So yeah, okay. So we'll mark. If I can find a pencil. Should be in my pocket. There you go. That's the front. That's the front. So that means these are the inside, and we've got a rebate on the inside here. And of course, because I'm using a router, when we come here, we're not going to get it square. It's going to be rounded like that. But that's okay. What I'll do, once we've done that, then I'll come in with a chisel and we'll box that out. So. That one I could use, but it's got a 1/4 inch shank on it. And this is pretty hefty stuff. So I'm going to use this one, which is got a 1/2 inch shank on it, and it will still give me enough room. So let me go find a router. Or could I do it? No, look, I might do it on the table router. It's going to be just as easy. So we'll take a Kamaruka over there. And how's your head? Hope it's all right, because I just felled it over. Well, I didn't, the camera did. Okie dokie. So saying. Let's move this in here so y'all can see what I'm doing. There you go. And I'm away from the chat room, so if you do ask a question, every chance I'm going to miss it. But keep it and ask it when I come back. Oh, where's all my bits and pieces? There we go. Oh, gotcha. Boom, 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 boom. No, it's not going to do. That one will do. We just gotta. I was looking everywhere for that, and it's stuck on the side of the machine where it's meant to be. And you've got no idea what I'm talking about, so I will show you in a little bit. Oh. Okie dokie, here we go. Take that one out, we'll bung that one in. Now this one's got a bearing on it, so the fence isn't quite as important. Make sure it's tight. Two things. One, Main thing is if you don't tighten it, it's dangerous. But the second thing is it can ruin your job because as it turns, it can ride up. And you might start off with a 1/4 inch or 6mm cut and you end up with a 1/2 inch one on a taper, which isn't nice. Okay, so this is what are we gonna do? Here we go. All right. So I don't know if I need those. I'm gonna take those off. Oh. This really is a gorgeous router table. I like this when you're doing side bits. You've got that beautiful fence there to use, but we're not going to use that at the moment because this is what I want. Okay, now the glass is 2mm, I believe. This is the glass I kept on kicking the other day. Now I want to put quad bars in here to hold the glass in. It says it's 3mm. Let me go get me Mr. Magoo glasses, okay? Can't see. Here we go. Whoa! I can't see at all with those on. Okay. Well, that's 3mm. Well, there you go. I'm impressed. 3mm. Okay, that's 3mm. That will do. I thought it was 2mm. But 3mm is better for furniture anyway. So 3mm. That will explain that frame I did the other day with Susie saying in it, why I nearly ran out of depth because I'd cut it to do 2mm glass and it's 3mm. All right, so it'll go down 3mm. What have I got to play with? Boom, boom, boom. I've got 18mm to play with. I want, say, 3mm glazing bars. 3mm for that. So what's that? That's 6. It's all right, kids, I'm talking to myself. That's 6, that leaves 12. Let me... Oh dear. Oh, there's my car key. I was looking for that. Let me just have a look-see here. Okay, I want that to come to there. So that can be that deep. And then I've got 3mm on top of that, which is to there. All right. So I've got to come down that far, which is 10mm. Okay. And my cutter is 10mm. Okay, so we'll go down the the depth of the cutter. So we're going to have to do several passes, I think. Let's the best way to do it. Now, because I'm not going on the inside, if I was going on the inside, or the outside if you prefer, doesn't matter, I would go that way, which is, what's that? That's anti-clockwise. But seeing, oh, hang on, can I? Now, seeing I'm going to be using the inside of the cutter, I've got to go the opposite direction because these cutters turn anti-clockwise and I have to lead into it. Do you understand that? That's cutting there, so therefore I've got to push into it so it's cutting into the timber. If I go the other way and go this way, whilst that's spinning, it's going to throw it and smash it and frighten the heck out of everyone. So I've got to go clockwise. If it was on the outside, I'd be using the cutter and I'd have to push it that way, which is anti-clockwise. All right, where's a pair of ear muffs, eye muffs? Got to have some eye muffs. George, how are you, mate? Okay, I'll have me camo eye muffs on today. I'll go all you can't see me gear. There you go. Eye muffs, where are we? Eye muffs. They're good. All right. Is everyone holding their breath? You make sure you get the right side as well. We'll turn the dusty on. Turn that on. Pop that over there. That's the first cut. Got 2 doors to do, so we'll do the same cut on each door. Raise it up a bit. 1.5 turns, just there we go. Too much. You don't want to rush it. This bit here was against the grain. That's why I've got tear out. Worry about that later. You notice how I'm leading in, I'm not just pulling it straight in. And taking it slow. Might take a few extra minutes. It's a lot quicker than making the doors again. So that's bad, but I'll take a fine cut and we should get rid of that. Now, see how close I've got to go. Now, I've got a couple more to do yet. So I'll just do smaller increments, I think. That back cutting is meant to lay the grain down. Not recommended, but sometimes you just got to do these things. I'm thinking that might be enough. Have a look. Yep, no, that should be good. Where's my verniers? Yep, no, that should be enough. So I can go in there. All right. Oh. Let me just get the other camera. Here's a question for the kids, John. What's the number one rule in woodworking? You get out of bed in the morning and you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. At the end of the day, when you go to bed, you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You've had a good day. Start with 10, end with 10. Don't rush things. Okay. Well, I better have a chat after that. Dearie, dearie, dear. When did I start doing that? G'day, T-Bone. How are you? Bum, ba, bum, ba, bum. I was told I was Ruby. You can say their names, John, and I'll give them all a shout out. There you go. You type them in and I'll do. Oh, there you go. Ruby, how are you? Elijah, g'day. Kyle, hi. And Hope. Well, there you go. So that's Ruby. Oh, no, John's already there, isn't he? Ruby 7, Elijah 8, Kylie is 8, and Hope is 10. Well, I hope you get better soon and you're being looked after, and give John a hard time from me. There you go. He's just a bad man. Trevor sent me. Trevor, if you could post that picture. He sent me a picture yesterday on Messenger of a Tim Tam cheesecake. But she apparently only made it once because it cost too much. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. I think I just run videos of using the router. Oh, dear. John, thank you, Steve, because they all had to ask me at once. Who is he talking to? I'm talking to everyone. But more in particularly, let's see how my memory is. I'm talking to Hope, to Kyle. Hang on. No. Hope, Kyle. I'll go the other way. Rose. It was Rose? Rosie? I didn't do it again. I can remember your ages. Ruby, that's it, not Rose and Elijah. So that's who I'm talking to. I'm talking to Ruby, Elijah, Kyle and Hope, and anyone else that wants to listen. So there you go. Oh. I've got to get down past all this router rhetoric. Ask Steve about his incident of drinking some shellac. Yes. Oh, I think I only did it once. I might have done it twice, but it wouldn't have been any more than twice. Oh. No, I thought it was a beer because in those days they had Hahn Light and I used to enjoy a tipple and it was a clear bottle and it was about, I don't know, 7 o'clock or 9 o'clock at night, roughly the same colour as shellac, and the shellac was in a clear bottle. And I went to grab a beer and I grabbed the shellac by mistake and went, oh, and then I picked up the beer and put it on my rubber and I thought, no, it's too late, I should go inside. Yeah, when I had a factory in New South Wales, my business partner, he was doing, making some, you want to see dangerous, I'll show you dangerous. I think I've only ever used these once and I don't want to use them again. Oh, he was using a set of these. And I was working, we were working in the tin shed, that was our factory, and he had a bit of Tasmanian oak, which is a eucalypt, really tight, grain, horrible thing, and bony as anything. Anyway, he was doing the stiles, right? These are the, was he doing? No, he was doing the rails. These are the rails. These are the stiles, these are the rails. So he was routing on end grain. And the router bit, I'll show you the router bit in a minute, it picked it up and flung it, missed my head by about that much, and actually the corner of the timber broke through the metal wall of the tin shed we were in. And I didn't miss a beat. And he said, oh, you're right. And I said, yeah, would you mind hanging on to it next time? And just went back to work. Have a look. I mean, these are just nasty. They really are. Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum. Ta-dum. You get that thing ripping around at 20,000 RPM and she holds on to something it's not meant to hold on to, it will throw it into the next postcode. Yeah, woo. Some of these are all right. The tongue and groove cutters are okay, but yeah, but that particular thing, it's nasty. Not nice. It's a raised panel bit. Oh. Da-dum, ba-dum, bum, ba-dum. Yeah, you get a good kickback will do that to you, Wes. I had a frozen shoulder once. Oh dear, it was this shoulder here. I couldn't move it, and it was, I don't know, it was terrible. And I was in my workshop, and I didn't have the router, the thickness I've got now. I had one of those buzz box routers, you know, they 300 wide, I think they are, brush motor, scream like a banshee. And I was putting a bit of timber in, and I put it in like that, and it kicked back, smacked my arm back. Oh, the pain, I tell you, it was nearly as bad as man flu. Oh, geez, it hurt. They're horrible. Now, they only play with them run once. G'day, Darren, how are you? Angry architecture is in the house. Oh, that's good, John. That's wonderful. If we can touch someone's heart and make them smile, my day is complete. So that's it. I'm going to finish the stream. No, I got work to do. I have. And Susie's not here to tell me how to do it. Okay, what am I up to? Oh, okay, I've got to take these out, square these off, and then we can cut the glass. So for that, I'm going to use, you better believe it, I'm going to use good chisels. I is. So what we will do, here we go. Where's me kniff? I don't know how we can do this. Oh, that's a bit of a pity. We'll do it this. Where's me flash ruler? Here we go. Oh! an Interwood brass ruler. There you go. That's something you want to aim for. That's a nice ruler. Solid brass, got slipper on the back. Okay, well, first of all, we'll do... I've got to work out which has got it. Here we go. I think I'll pencil them in first before I start slashing about. Where's all my pretzels gone? Truly, I start with a tin of pencils every week, and by the end of the week, I'm lucky if I can find one. I think Bob eats them. Yeah, we'll blame Bob. What have we got here? Look at that empty tin. Oh, that's got some in there. I just empty them like you wouldn't believe. Okay, here we go. Why didn't I think of that the first time? It's muchos better. I had a good afternoon yesterday. David Gilmour, Pink Floyd, belting out in the background, bopping along. Bob comes down to see what all the noise is. Oh, I'll tell you something funny. Before I started the stream yesterday, you might have noticed I attempted to tighten my bench up a little bit, and I wish I'd kept it now. There was this black rubber bush about half an inch round that obviously was a mounting bracket or a mounting vibration dampener of some sort or other. So what that is, kids, if you're watching, it's just a bit of rubber that you put in between a piece of metal machinery, and it stops it from vibrating and bouncing around the workshop, which can be dangerous. Do you think I could work out where this thing came from? It wasn't until last night that I realised I didn't tell you, because it was just before I was going on stream and I was all over the place yesterday. Today I was organised. I felt good today. And I didn't want to throw it away, because you know when you do that, you find something, you go, oh no, that's going to be valuable. It belongs to something. Oh, I'm going to get on a rant in a minute about my drone. So anyway, I armed and ahed about this thing, because it was about that long, and as I said, about half an inch round, and it just had to go on one of the machines, and I thought, no, I can't remember seeing that on a router. What else have I been using? Oh, did it come out of that new planer I bought? No. 10 minutes, and I worked it out. There was a bit of licorice that fed out of the licorice packet. But it had been there for about a week, so it was as hard as Henry, and cockroaches had been gnawing at it, so that looked as if it had been vibrating. So that's it, threw it in the bin. But yeah, drone. I went and bought myself another drone, because I smashed my other one, not on purpose, it was just one of those things that happened. And fair dinkum, the instructions are useless. The manual that comes with it, it's a lovely drone. I'm not knocking the drone itself. It's a DJI Platinum Pro, which is exactly the same one as I had before, so I wasn't going to spend extra money to buy another one, because I had all the accessories for this one. But the manual you get with it is hopeless. It comes up, check app. magnetic interference. I've never flown this before, right? Straight out of the box. Check app, magnetic interference. So then you go and check the app and it says it's not connected to the drone, which is fine. It's not connected to the drone. So then you have to do an internal compass something or other, which is fine. Oh, you poop. Hang on, shouldn't be talking when I'm doing this. Wait a minute. I can bring that back. I cut where I didn't want to cut. She'll be right. Yeah, so you've got to orientate the compass. Not a problem. Get into the app and press this. You press that and it comes up, no, it's not connected to the drone. Well, you can't do the orientation until it's connected to the drone, but apparently you can't connect it to the drone unless you've done the orientation. So I don't know. I was pretty miffed yesterday, I'll tell you, because I wanted to get out and fly it and have a little bit of a relaxation. Because I'd like to, when we start doing these split broadcasts, put a bit of drone footage in and we might be able to have some fun. There we go. Oh. Nice to hear school's back. All the sirens are going off. I said that to Noah this morning. I said, mate, school bell just rang because we live next to a school. Better go to school. Are you serious, Papa? No, I'm just joking, mate. Oh, good. So, yeah, I'm really miffed with that. If you're going to write an instruction manual, have a decent instruction manual that people can understand. And then I went online, which didn't make me feel any better, really, but other people were having the same problem. This guy, he really lost his tonsils. I mean, I wasn't impressed with this guy. He got off. He said, it's telling me I'm near a metal shed. He said, I'm out in the middle of 200 acres or something or other. There's no metal around anywhere. Don't tell me there's metal. Okay, so all I'm doing here is just taking out. You see how handy these dogs are? You just you slide them up. Where are we? You just slide them up. So you can use them as fences and what have you. For those that are new to the stream, and I guess we are getting some new ones, what this is, it's me streaming from the workshop, just working on projects that I'm working on. So it's not so much a stream like I've done in the past or videos I've done in the past to show you actually how to do something. It is me actually doing something and in real time. So if you, oh, that's taken a long time. Well, it's because that's how long it takes. Honestly, I kid you not, I'm not fluffing this out. So I can get mileage. If it takes an hour, it takes an hour. There we go. And, oh, yeah, as well, Terry's Terry's competition, H&T Gordon. which are these planes here and all these planes over there behind me. No, you can't see, can you? All these planes here, not the Mathesons, but all the dark ones. And all these planes along here are H&T Gordon. This tail vise is H&T Gordon. I've got a bench vise up in the other workshop, which I'm happy to show you when we move up there. Has generously offered a $300 open order for any of his tools if you order catalogue online for him and tell him you saw it on Woodworking Masterclass and answer a simple question. You'll go in the draw for the $300 voucher. Now, I was talking to Terry the other day. He said some people are just coming in, they're saying they don't want a catalogue. Well, tough, you're going to get one anyway. So if you really have a very strong aversion to catalogues, I don't suggest you contact him because he's going to send you a catalogue anyway. But they are beautiful colour catalogues with the tools he makes and also Colin Clinton makes. And Colin makes the marking gauges and these squares that I use, amongst other things. So the question you have to answer, I nearly forgot that, didn't I? A very important part. The question you have to answer is, what sort of timber does Terry make his gidgee planes from? I'll give you a clue. That's a gidgee plane. That's a bow yakka plane. Gidgee, bow yakka. Look the same. What's the difference? That's made of bow yakka. So that is, yeah, there you go. He said, I can't make it too easy. But I think that ends on, I think it's Friday, Australian time. And we'll draw it following Wednesday, I think it was. Boom, 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 boom. And as I said, you can't lose because you just get this great catalogue. Okay. All right, so that's got the corners cut in their square now. Let's clean those up. And then we might even cut a piece of glass. See how we go. What that slip I have wasn't too bad. Nearly taken it all out. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. And we got this one here. And here. Okay. So now I'll measure that and we'll see, I reckon 215 by 215. Well, that's amazing. So I don't want it to be a perfect fit because you've got to have a bit of play in it. So 215 by 2. Well, how come that worked out square? That was that was more good luck than good management. Well, I'll be. All right, let us cut a bit of glass and then we'll cut the other one out. See, glass any good? It was one bit I had marks on it, so I didn't like that. Okay. Let's get a square. We'll get a big square here. Okay, well that is square enough for me there. So, I've got a texter. Do I done got a texter? I do, good. So we go, what did I say? 2:15, okay. $2.15 and okay. Now, where's my glass cutting implement of destruction? Now that's gonna, oh no, that's all right. I go there. So we'll get, fingers crossed. Didn't get a good start on that, but we'll see how we go. Which one's that? That one or that one? Go this one. It's more fun. Okay, so that one's done. Just give it a little tap. If you hold your mouth correctly, that should, hey, there's that word, should again. Here we go, ready? Let's see. Oh, that's, there you go. That's that bit. Now we've got to go down, that was that one. So that means that's got to be this one here. Which is that there. Let's just make sure that this fits in there. If not, I've made a mess of it. Got to clean that corner out a little bit more. There we go. Okay, I've got to come in under that mark a little bit. I'll come in there. Ready? Are you ready? Should only do one rub, but I think we went offline on that one. Anyway, glazing bar will cover it up. If not, we'll do it again. Ready? Oh! Now I've got a little bit over here where I went a bit of rise. So use these Glazing pliers and you just pull that off. Ah! It's that Band-Aid! I want a Band-Aid. All those little slithers are sharp too. Okay. That should do. And that should go in there nicely, apparently. There you go. Good fit. God, these cameras. They don't go where I want them to go. And they're nice fit in the back. There you go. So that one's done. Let's do it to the other one. Let me have a chin wag. That's a good one, James. I like that. Dobie, I just got out of bed. No, go back to bed, Dobie, if you don't feel good. A month anniversary. It is. For me, it's day 31. But I guess that would be the other way around. We might have another day to catch up. What's that, Brunel? My grandma lost a finger at 2 potatoes. She lifted a big rock from the field and, oh, no. Oh, and you reckon rounders are bad? Give me a break. Hey, Brian from Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. Welcome to the workshop. Thanks for dropping by. You can half point Murray. I'm just reading all these. How far back do I go? I don't know, mate. I think Bob's up in the house. He's not coming down here. Yeah, what he did, he was here earlier. Roscosa. G'day, mate. How are you? Ever even build a tricop out of timber and a door? No, I've never done that. You've done it. And not me. Whoa. Those tricopters, give them a miss. I like quadcopters. Yeah, no, it's crazy. It was that Ray, yeah, with RCs. I just want to get mine working. It really is annoying. It's the second time I've had issues. I'm just while I'm thinking here, Oh, look at that. I could do that. I could, but I won't because it's cheating. But that actually fits there, but it's not a real good fit. It's a bit too loose. So I won't. Keep that for Ron. Later on, kids. If someone says, I'm going to keep it for Ron, they mean later on. Ba-dum-bum, ba-dum-bum. I'm up to 11:28. What are we looking? I've got 10 minutes to go. I shall pass on your merry cheers to them. A whole long month, i.e. 31. Oh, you're right, 31. I'm thinking 30 days. No, so Prunella, you're on the money. It's a month anniversary. There you go. I was a bit worried yesterday. I didn't know what happened. The 30-day one didn't come up on my channel, but it is now. We'll keep on doing it. It's all fun. Moen, cheers from Ashmont, another Alberta Canada. We got two there. Do you know each other? So welcome to the workshop, Merwin. Oh, I'm happy again on whistling. I took a year off, Andy. I took a year off doing woodwork several centuries ago. Actually, it would have been, holy doolies, when would it have been? Yeah, it'd be 20 years ago. I took a year off and I studied fabric art, which was, it was quilting, but it wasn't just quilting, it was making pictures and doing reverse appliques and reverse sewing and all sorts of different techniques. And that's what I loved about it. If it wasn't square, it didn't matter. You just stretched it square. Or if it wasn't square, you wash it once and no one cares. You can't do that with a box. You make a box, marquetry, inlay, solid edging, put it in the washing machine. Doesn't make a bit of difference, except you've got a repair to do. Loader Eyes, how you going, mate? Did you have a good sleep the other day? Where are we up to? Oh, look, Merwin, if you get something from it, I think that's absolutely fantastic. But as I said before, the main thing is I just want to provide a platform that people can come in, feel safe, have a laugh at my expense, I don't care, and watch an old bloke messing around in his shed, knocking stuff together for his wife, who isn't here, so I can say all sorts of things, but that's not going to work because you're going to dob me in, aren't you? The chat room will. Oh, they're horrible to me. Sometimes they really are. But no, that's the thing. So if you can take something away from it. Mike, thanks so much for your message the other day. That was lovely. I appreciated that. Telling me what you got out of it. And it's... for many years I did Goju Kai. Karate, and then when I moved towns, this is going somewhere, I couldn't find a dojo that was as family orientated as the one I just spent 5 or 6 years with, and so I decided I'd change disciplines and I went to do Aikido, which I enjoyed the process, but they just weren't talkative at all. And the thing I did like from Aikido is they didn't teach you anything. All they did was show you how to do stuff. And then you had to watch other people to learn. And it was a really, really great experience. But as I said, it was, I don't know, just didn't do it for me. It was too clicky or whatever. I remember, and I don't know if this is true throughout all Aikido clubs, but this one, you only had 2 belts. You had a white belt and a black belt. But then you had grades before you got to black belt, but you never showed them. Like some have 8 grades, some have 14 grades, some have 5 grades. And you can tell, if it's a blue belt, a green belt, yellow, purple, blue, whatever. You knew what level they were at. And I was sparring with this lady, and she was, I don't know, she was just nasty, just bossy and very blasé, and possibly because I was a new kid on the block, I didn't have any street cred, so she just gave me a bit of a hard time. And we were doing this particular move, and I hadn't said that I'd done martial arts before or anything like that. And this particular thing we were trying to do, she grabbed hold of me and she said, "Why you not get it right? Why you do this? Why you do that?" And I thought, well, hang on, I'm here to learn. So I just, again, didn't say anything. And then this next time we came around, it was a round robin sort of thing. She got hold of me and she said, "You stupid or something. You have done martial arts before. Why you not know how to do this?" And I do remember saying to her in my nicest tone, I said, "Listen, sweetheart, I'll put you through that so-and-so wall in the moment, but it won't be with Aikido." And she sort of backed off then. But yeah. That was what I was saying by that, that little side sojourn. So I'm just doing this, and if you pick something up from it, well, that is fantastic. I think that's great because you pick up what it is you want to learn. Whereas if I stand up here and say, this is how you do a haunch mortise and tenon joint, you go, what's that? I don't need that. But if you see me cutting these out, you go, oh, is that how you get a square? Oh, you got to hold the flat part to the flat part to do that, and you take this out and you do that. So that's what it's all about. G'day, Dave. How are you? Thanks for dropping by. Whoops. Whoop. There we go. Nearly there. Lindsay off, is she? Lindsay, have a great time. Oh, crikey, I think you need some shut-eye too. God bless you, darling. You have a good night. Oh, sir, is Lindsay, that could be, it doesn't matter. I'll just call you mate. Get some good sleep, mate, and we'll catch you later. Thanks for dropping by. Loaderised, keto, gardening, woodworking. Well, there you go. No, gardening isn't mine. I'm sorry. Gardening is one thing. I can grow mould in the shower, but that's it, loaderiser. Sue and I actually looked at some of these domed greenhouses because we thought, if this gets worse, we might have to start growing a couple of veggies and that. And we looked at it and we worked it all out and we decided, nah, we just wouldn't ever be able to grow anything. But, as I said to Sue, it doesn't matter if we can't grow anything, you can sew, I can do woodwork. We can make stuff and we can barter with people that can grow stuff. Hey, that's interesting. I'm just cleaning this out. And I glued these together yesterday and the glue is still wet on the inside. So let that be a lesson to y'all when you're doing woodwork. Just because the glue says it'll set in an hour, if you put it into a tenon joint like this, it won't. It can take a week to really harden. It's like those chairs that I'm doing. Yesterday we doweled this part of the chair up. Oh, which leg was it? It was that leg there. And I can guarantee if I cut that open with a bandsaw, that glue is still going to be wet on the inside. So leave it a few days. And if you're doing it as a restoration job you're getting paid for, leave it for a couple of weeks before you actually deliver them. Because then they're going to be set, whereas you give them to them, they see them dry on the outside, but when they actually start racking them and ricking at them and moving on them, they're, hey, you can be lucky sometimes. They'll separate. And your reputation will be not as good as it was. Okay, let me get another bit of glass. Oh. Oh dear. Okie dokie. It's good to have holes in your bench. Normally I would put some fabric or something down underneath this, but I'm just being slack. So if it totally shatters, my fault. Okay, it's got scratches there, so I don't want that. That bit looks all right there. That's got the start of a crack in it, so I don't think I want... Oh, no, I could get away with that. That would disappear. So, let's go. What did we say? We might just go a tad smaller than last time. Oh, I think. What's the 215? That one there. And we got that one there. All right. Just for safety's sake, that's there, it's good. I love working with glass, it's great stuff. So what I've got to do is cut all the way down one part. So what I do is look for the longest part and I cut the shortest part. It's pretty close to being square, but we'll do it that way. Okay, so I'll cut down here first and then we'll cut that bit off there. To do that, I do need, where's my big square gone? I love this one. This is just absolute ripper. It's got to be made in Australia. Greenfield, silky oak. Okay. I'm right over the TV screen. Okay. Where's my cutter gone? Oi! Glass cutter, where are you? All right, kids. Oh, there it is. I've got it. I was going to say, where did I put my glass cutter? Okay. That's a bit. Okay. Even pressure, and we'll do it in one. Here we go. Hold your breath. I don't know if this does any good, but I reckon it sends shock waves through it, so it's easier to. We'll do the big boom boom. Here we go. Oh, it's amazing glass. You can just do all sorts. I'm going to put this up, cause if not, I'm going to break it. Let me put it over here. I showed you that circle thing I bought because I want to do kaleidoscopes. Nowhere near doing it yet, but this is something I bought for cutting circles up to 5 inches. I think it works. So yeah, that's a good bit of gear. I haven't actually used it on a job yet, but I've got it. I got it, so I can use it when I wanna. You don't want to look at my legs, I'm sure. Here we go. Oh. So I had it 2 seconds ago. Okay. There you go. Done. They're great sound, isn't it? And we'll just make sure that one fits as well. That's a good one. There you go. So we have 2 bits of glass now that fit into the doors. Actually, I might just do this bit whilst I'm in the glass cutting mood. Ah, look at that. That I can live with. Bit of movement's all right there. And 110. 110. So we'll just come in under 110. That's a bit stupid. I've got abrasive paper on the back of that. It'll scratch the glass. Come in a bit underneath that. Actually, I'm pretty sure that was 2mm glass that I had in there before. But it doesn't matter, see, fits. If you're going to do glass cutting, and I just do it for furniture, I don't do it for anything else, get yourself a good glass cutter. You can buy woeful ones on eBay, and sometimes they work, most times they don't. There's one I remember I bought. I thought, oh, that's cheap. This one, I bought this one 24 years ago, 25 years ago. And it was 25, what are we on? Twit. It was $25 back then, but this chamber here fills with oil, and it's got a really fine diamond wheel in there for cutting, and also it swivels. There's a pivot on there. Whereas some of the other ones, they've just got a steel wheel in there. There's no lubrication. And some of the ones that do have lubrication, you leave them overnight and all the oil drains out through the head. So they're not real good. So if you're going to guess, it's like tools. Like we did yesterday. Yes, you can do woodwork with very, very basic tools. There is no doubt about that. And if that's all you have access to, well, just stick with that. But if you're in the fortunate position to upgrade some tools, get good ones. There we go. So all in all, that's been okay, I dribbled for an hour and a half, for half an hour. It's been about an hour and a half to get to this stage. What I want to do is work out. Any masking tape around here? Yeah, that'll do. Oh, how do I get to that? I want to work out some glazing bars, not grazing bars, glazing bars. Oh, we use, what's that stuff? Ah, that'll do. We can play around with this. They won't be full glazing bars because I'm just going to have one sheet of glass in there. But I just don't know whether or which design to have. So that's what I'm going to play around with. We could go a normal, very basic. We could do a very basic crosshatch, one like that, if we wanted to. And it might suit the cabinet, actually. I really don't know. The other one I saw the other day, and I thought, gee, I like that. It was like that. And then the other door was the same. It was quite nice. It was different. Or we could come down here and have, we'll do it sneaky. We're going to have that effect. I don't know, I think I'm going to have to cogitate on that for a bit. No, I don't like that one. I did like it, but I don't like it now. No, I'm starting to think just a straight cross like that would look all right. Because arts and crafts is a very simplistic style. It's bold. As I said, it's like Gothic, and it's more refined than Gothic. But its main thing was to, and this is what I'm reading, interesting to read Kevin's book about the history of it. And I do know it started as a knee-jerk reaction and a rebellion to the Industrial Revolution, where stuff was starting to be made mass production. And so arts and craft came up with simple lines, but solid. And I think the word honest is in there too somewhere. Honest construction that machines couldn't do. So I know I'm going to play with that for a bit. And we will see. And that was the reason I've got this cut out so deep. Or I cut it out deep, but I'm also going to notch. Where are we? If I work out what I'm going to do, I'll notch these into the back of the frame like that, so they will then be sunk in there and the glass will sit on the top. We'll do a cross hatch on here, which we'll do possibly tomorrow if I haven't already done it. And then that's going to be flat, so the glass sits flat, and then we'll do some quad beading around there and nail it in to hold it in. The old-fashioned way, instead of the push pins that I used on the frame the other day. And then I've still got to work out how to do that cover, dust cover. For that, I think I'll be using this bit here. And I'm still going to work out exactly how I'm going to do it. And that definitely is a work in progress. And we can explore that together as well. And I know she'll be here in a minute. Oh, I don't know where she is. I haven't got my phone with me, have I? I have, but I haven't got any missed calls. No missed calls, so that's good. Oh dear. Let me go back for a bit. Hey Brian, I put it on Facebook. Martha, hello, sneaking in there. How much would I love this if we could all give live vocal commentary and watch? You reckon I'd get work done with you like bleating in my ear? Oh dear. Oh, what was it? Thea was telling me there is a platform out there called Zoom or something where you can talk. No, I like this. I'd turn the sound down. Hey, I did ask you before, Blue Rondell, what's the good thing? Bob had one of those fat corpuscles, I don't know, on his back that's burst, and it's gone down. He's not in any discomfort, but it's got a scab on it and it's a bit weepy. What could I put on there? Just a bit of, I don't know, I don't want to put Dettol or something that's going to hurt him. What's a good cream I could put on? I like the movie Serendipity 2. Okay, hang on, no, that's not too far away. I'm not going back that far. I'm like that too, Dave, but I don't know if I could watch it for too long without wanting to get in there and do it. Oh, thanks for the vote of confidence. Yeah, Blue Ren, good on you, Marta. Is anyone else feeling the suspense of watching me cut glass? You wait until I start putting glass over the router. That'll give you something to talk about. Who sang that, Brian? Wave it till I'm blue in the face. I was black in the face, actually. Charlie Drake. What was that, 1961 or something or other? Charlie Drake, my boomerang won't come back. Yeah, well, there you go, Trevor. Charlie Drake, that was him. glass is when I got a glass splinter in my finger, John. I'm running for the hills. I'm going to get to the end of the chat. I don't care. This is my rebellious streak. No, Adobe. I'm just reading James as well. Mate, most of us are over 60. Oh dear. Just your comment, notice all the good tools are more than 20 years old. There you go. Are they? Diamond glass cutters. Oh, well, there you go. But again, and we've had this conversation, you buy quality, and providing you don't lose it or lend it, this brand is it's no good at all. It's just got, oh, here we go. It's made in Japan. It's a Toyo TC #1. There you go. Oh no, I'm going to put that in. Let me have a look. Because I'm not streaming now, am I? No. On what do they call it? Doing due diligence. Let me just get, oh! What is it? Toyo. Here you go. Oh no. Yeah, look at that. I got ripped off. Oh no, that's in America. Let me go away. I want all that. I'll copy that and I'll slide it. I've lost my chat room, people. I'll slide it in here. How do I post that? Is that it? That post it? It's not posting. No, it's not posting. But anyway, they are still available. I just found that on AliExpress.com. And they're $25. Oh, here you go. $25.45. Like they cost me $25 25 years ago, so who got ripped off then? Apparently I did. So it doesn't want to post that. Perhaps I'm not logged in, I don't know. Anyway, since the hang on, here we go. Oh, there you go. I might have got one of the last ones. Who knows? Since Susan supposedly isn't home, you might get another 8. No, you won't. Be careful, Brian. She's... How about diagonals, corner? On what? On the thingo? You want diagonals corner to corner? Is that what you want? You want me to do it, or are you saying that's how you measure? Oh, you're talking about the strips. I thought you were having a shot at me, Tanker. Welcome into the shed too, by the way. I thought you were having a go. My door wasn't square. I was gonna go. That's. You can't even see it, can you? Whoops. That's square. It is really. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna play around with. That's what I'll do. I'll play around with masking tape and just see what comes up. So we'll do that. I don't know Oh, what's happening with that? Why I can't post that? That's annoying. Anyway. Oh, last round. Oh, dear. Oh, you did answer the Bob quiz. Yeah, I'm sorry, I missed it. But here goes. Wash it in salt water. Okay. Then you can put some salvo, you can another disinfectant. Okay, terrific. And if he runs, I'm going to give him a photograph of you patting a camel and say, skitcher boy, because do you miss your trips out west? Are you going to go back out there one day? I'm referring to Blue Wren. She sent me a lovely photo years ago of her and a camel. And the camel was just in its element. Oh, I think you were too, actually. Never used Dettol. Oh, definitely not metho like you suggested yesterday. I told you, I've got the rolling pin here, but you've got to send me your address. Ring me up or just send me an email with your address. And you can have the choice of two, or I might even turn another one when we go up. I might turn one live so you can actually have the video of me making it. No, I think if I put Vaseline anywhere near him, mate, it would bring back it'll bring back memories of a rectal thermometer he once ate, and he didn't like that very much. Oh, that's it. Thanks, Ray, for putting that up. Ray, hey Steve, did you go over 3-4-5 method yesterday for the new guys? 3-4-5, as in triangles? What's the 3-4-5 method? 3-4-5. I don't know, remind me what it is. Is it something deep and meaningful that I've discussed before? Yeah, I know Mike is good, isn't it? I'm going for it. Ah, they do, they need you. They might not want you, but they need you. Square method. Oh, you mean for the what are they called? Geometry-wise? No, I just go on what looks good, mate. It sort of works out all right. The 3-4-5 is a right angle triangle. I often use that. Yeah, well, that'll work the same. The best thing's diagonals. Just measure your diagonals. If you measure that, and it's within a 15th of that, it's square. Now I used that triangle. Well, who was that dude anyway? Pythagoras, was it? Pythagoras? Yeah, he came up with a whole heap of stuff that we got to blame him for a lot of stuff we had to learn at school. Yeah, when I'm doing marquetry, if I've got one shot at it, I work that out so I can work out the hypotenuse. That's the long bit. You can tell it's the long bit because it's got a long name instead of edge. That's the thing. Apparently he was the dude that came up with the scales for Western music as well, the do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, and what have you. I learned all that when I was making guitars and cigar box guitars and stuff like that. You know all the useless stuff that, yeah, I know. I tell you what, this is a fact. I know I've touched on this before, but I don't think it harms anyone to reiterate what I was talking about the other day. I have gone, in fact, not only a week, I have gone the entire lockdown, the past 31 days, I have been doing live streaming. I have not had the cause, inclination, or purpose of using algebra. Not once. Do you know how much trouble I used to get into because I didn't know A plus B equaled C minus a donkey with a chocolate tart hanging off the end? Oh. And frankly, no, I'm done. Start. I'm too late in the stream to go off because I could really rip into it. Always need my glasses. Now you can feel the poof teeth. No, you can feel the poof-deens. It's the fairies. The fairies I need the glass of. She's going to come in that door any minute, I can tell. Yeah, kerosene's good. Absolutely, and kerosene, or I just use, well actually, yeah, whatever I've got around. That is kerosene, even though it's in a Singer bottle thingamajiggle. Oh, then mate, if you like it, that's fine, but why did I have to learn it so you could enjoy it? And I can't remember it. Was it 2 plus, I know, I had my dad drew them all over my bedroom wall in chalk. A plus B in parentheses minus A plus C in parentheses equals 2AB times BC with, oh! I just go, no, cut that much off. Oh dear. Still, I suppose someone had to learn it for some reason. Oh, here he comes. Here comes the blob. Look at that. We're here. Has Mum come home, has she? We better stop streaming because Bob's in the house. That means Mum's come home. So, anyway, let me just catch. I always said that the most useful thing I learned at school was to touch type and how to decorate a formal wedding cake. There was no reading. Well, I learned about lunch and recess, and I think the most important thing I learned about when going to school was how to get home again. There you go. Well, as I said, Martha, some people, they obviously do use it. I learned to read. No, actually I didn't. I could not read properly until I was 21. I'm trying to think what I actually got out of school. Basic mathematics. Yeah, I was a hopeless reader. I still used to, in my teens, I used to read the words out loud like that. And yeah, it wasn't until, yeah, I would have been about 21, I think. And then I really started enjoying reading books. So that's a good thing. Router plus Steve equals Band-Aid. We should get that put onto a stream, eh? For Sue. I mean, what's the go with mathematics anyway, too? You do financing, you do a budget, they don't factor in kids. Come on, you're sitting there, you do your budget, and that's your balance, and that's your ingoings, that's your outgoings, and that's your asset base, and there are your liabilities. Put one kid in it, assets have gone, cash flow's gone. There you go. That's university of the real world, that's what I reckon. And look, I got to go. James, yeah, learned to read 5 at age 8 reading. Charles Dickens, I pretty much taught myself. Dickens, I suppose, because I'm a pom. But anyway. Oh, Max, I'll give him one of those. Moen, what brand is the chisel you're using? Oh, these. These are a custom-made set of Harold and Saxon chisels, which he's actually going to go back into production very soon. So I'm looking forward to that. I might score me 1/8 chisel from him then. You never know. All right, well, that's it. I'm going to go because Bob's here and I don't want to upset she who should be obeyed. Must be listened to. And she is always right. Even when I'm right and she corrects me, she's still right. So anyway, this is Steve saying thanks for everyone in the chat room. Lovely to see some new people in there. I think that's wonderful. If you enjoy what you're doing, please whack the subscribe button, hit notifications, so then you know when I'll be streaming, which isn't going to be too hard because I'm going to stream every day, as long as I can, until this is all over, and we'll see what happens. So tomorrow we'll do more with the doors, I think, unless I come up with something else. I've got to have a maintenance day. Got a couple of chainsaws up there I've got to overhaul. And I thought I haven't done any lathe turning for a while, so we might do that. Max, just for you. It's called shock therapy. So that's it. Thanks for the mods. Thanks for everyone in the chat room. We have got a real family out there, and I can feel the love, the energy, and the support here. So keep it going even when you're offline. And this is Steve pulling the shed door down and saying, remember to keep it sharp. But more importantly, keep it safe, look after yourself, be kind to each other, exercise restraint, count to 10 before you blow your cool, because I'm going to do that shortly when I go and try and get my drone fixed or sorted out. And I look forward to having your company in the workshop, at the workbench, tomorrow at the same time, where we do it all again, only differently. Till then, God bless, look after yourself, stay safe. Bye for now.